everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you enjoyed last week's video. This video is going to be a continuation of that. So we're working on the purple nurple chopper, doing the welding today, and repainting the sissy bar, putting the new headlights on, and connecting the speedometer. Yes. We got quite a lot done last video, not as much as we wanted to because we wanted to weld, but the welder broke down. So yeah, but we still got a lot done. Most of the trivial stuff, like the rear tire, changed out those rubbers, and we fixed the side stand switch so I can start the bike on this while it's on the side stand. Otherwise, I'd had to sit down on it, and I couldn't really let it warm up. Yeah, so the first step is to start the welding. Stick around.
Well, first we're gonna cut the little cracks a little bit open with the grinder. So when you start welding it, it really welds through. Otherwise you just put the weld on the metal and it doesn't burn in as much as we'd want to. Well, this is to make sure it's all neat and strong again. Last holiday we put so much luggage on it. The big bag with a tent and all the stuff. But that made it crack. So now we can start welding it again and make sure it's ready for another year.
What do you think?
I think this side is good now. When it's all cooled off, I think we should clean it up a little bit and check it. It definitely is a lot stronger than it was before.
Yep. You can hang an elephant on it. So it's a couple hours later. We were just inside and checking the lights, because in order to make the lights work, I wanted to put an LED bulb in it. But apparently, I can show you. So this is what's inside the lamp, and it is one piece. So you can't take this apart. You cannot take the bulb out. Back then in the 40s, when this thing was made new, if you had a broken light, you would just order this entire thing again. Of course, that's not an option right now. So we were trying to figure out if we could make another light work, and it's just not going to fit. Nothing's going to fit because the sizes are different. Yeah, that's an issue. So what we decided on doing is we ordered a DC converter that converts the 12-volt battery voltage to 6 volts for the lights. Then of course I won't have a high beam and low beam, but well, that's just something I'm gonna have to live with. In the meantime, we continued working on the sissy bar. And so right now, as you can see, I decided to make it orange. No, that's a dumb joke. This is a primer. So put the primer on. I'm gonna let this dry for a bit and then cover it in black and the sparkly lacquer. We've been working on while the paint is drying, so we made this black already. We've been working on a bracket for the speedo. This is a Daytona speedo. It's 48 millimeters, I think. It's supposed to be a really cool thing. It looks good anyway. The speedo is going to sit somewhere over there, like that, just outside the tank. And so we've been working on a bracket for the speedo to hold it up. Bent a piece of stainless steel, and it's going to sit just like that. Still have to decide if we're gonna make that black, or if we're gonna paint it black, or if we're gonna keep it stainless like this. Not quite sure yet. We'll see how it turns out. In the meantime, I'm going to get these out. Alright, there we go. Right. I need to find myself a piece of paper. Oh, this will work. All right. Right. So what I did is mark the center of the holes so we can weld some rings onto the bracket and hold the bracket on there. How thick?
Like this? Never enough glitters.
No. So this is pretty cool. The guy that painted the tank for me, he filled a can of, well, an old can with the glitter, purple glitter clear coat. So yeah, so we can cover the whole bike in it, which is awesome. Right. I don't know if you can see it, if it shows up on camera, but it's already sort of purplish. I love it. So I'm making the bracket. The bracket that will hold up the speedometer. God damn, my brain isn't working anymore. Safety third. Gonna make that straight, then mark off the holes and drill them. That should do it. Yep, perfect. So I'll mark off the holes over there and over there. Drill them, then weld it onto the bracket. It's probably gonna sit like something like this. Alright, so finished the bracket. Well, almost finished, just gotta drill it. And that's how it's gonna look. It's gonna be, we're gonna make it black. We're gonna agree with the Rolling Stones for once. Paint it black. Alright, so we're gonna drill this thing. I mean, I love the fact that he has all this machinery. You talk, I drill.
Well, put it in the clamp. It's for an M6, so we drill a hole from 6.5 millimeters to make sure it fits right. And we just have to push it through. Always satisfying to see how it goes through the metal.
Right? Second roll.
Make sure it's in position. Now there's no way back. Almost there.
There you go.
There you go. Oh, that's it. To smooth the sides a little bit, we use this thing. Push it through. Just to make sure there are no sharp edges anymore. Well, moment of truth.
Did I fuck it?
As you can see, fits like a glove.
Awesome.
Well, now we should weld it through there,
Yep, to the bracket that's over here.
to the back of this thing. So next we're gonna use the welding machine again. The spray works this time. We basically put it in here. We're gonna weld 2 spots right now, and we're gonna fit it to the bike, make some final adjustments, and then weld it so it never leaves that stupid thing anymore. Come on. People are waiting. They want to burn their eyes. Yeah, just like that.
Alright.
Well, the 2 spots we were talking about. Now, moment of truth, we're gonna fit it to the bike.
Oh yeah.
Well, as you can see, that's perfect. That looks perfect.
Let's go.
That's looking good.
Whoa. Alright. Yeah.
That's what we were talking about.
Whoops. I was like, whoop.
We don't make mistakes.
Nah, nothing. Never.
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 Well, that'll do.
That'll do it.
Well, we did this side so it doesn't work like a pivot or something, so the welds break. And we leave both sides a little clearance for the bolts. And we're gonna grind it down and make it all smoothed out. And we're gonna put it on. Well, we can discuss about that later.
The paint is dry. It's a couple hours later. We had to do some other stuff. Did some editing and shit. But the paint is dry on the sissy bar, and it looks fantastic. It's really looks awesome. You can really see the purple coming through now. So that's great. Next step is, oh yeah, I also mounted the bracket, at least in the state that it looks like now. Mounted it on just to fit it. Fits really nicely. So the next step is to weld the rest of the bracket on there. It's going to be about there-ish, like that, and fix the rest of the speedo. When we're done with the speedo, we're going to continue on the front end and make the bracket for the lights. So we have not that much time tomorrow to work, because we have a birthday in the evening and we're going to be gone until noon at least to turn some products for the lights. It's like this little ball end that's in the bottom of the light that allows it to rotate a little bit. We need to fabricate that, and so that's going to be a lot of work, and at least till like noon. So for now, we're just going to make the bracket and mount the lights on that and see how far we get. All right, so as you can see, we moved the table out of the way. I'm just sitting here on my knees, and we've got the sensor placed at the wheel at the proper distance. It looks, I don't know if you can make it out, but it's supposed to be like 2 millimeters from that bolt right there. And then if the wheel goes around, the sensor senses that bolt coming by, and you calibrate it on 40 kilometers an hour or something like that. So we routed that wire down with the rest of the wires through here, up through, where's it coming from? Here somewhere. And I'm gonna wire it through there onto the speedo side. But we are going to use the original, the cables of the original speedo. So I'm going to take this thing apart and see what's what. Hand the camera over to my guys. So after a whole bunch of checking and wiring again and taking it apart and wiring again, and you know the thing, we finally got the thing to work. I mean, it's still on the floor, just for shits and giggles to see if it actually works. Bam! Look at that! Awesome. And the sensor works too, and we spun the rear wheel a little bit. See if you can just do that. There's a little light that goes on. You can actually really kind of see that needle move. So it works. It's awesome. Just need to calibrate it tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow probably. Or tomorrow? Calibrate it.
We're gonna drive.
Yeah. Calibrate the thing. And then it's gonna be done. Fucking awesome. Next up is to wire this in a little bit of a neatly manner and weld the rest of this bracket, mount it on there, and then put the tank back on and do the lights. Alright, let me show you what I've done. Just welded this bracket. As you probably saw in the time lapse, you saw us like fit it on there and look how it looks and how it fits. And it fits perfect, so I welded it. I'm going to go and weld the bracket for the lights. Basically what we're gonna do, we're gonna weld one piece of let one piece of steel come down from here to over here, and then weld a small piece of 90-degree steel in there, put 2 holes, then drill 2 big holes for the original bracket off the lights, so we can put it on. That should work.
Many unbearable hours later.
Alright y'all, it's the next day. Kept on going pretty late last night until like somewhere around midnight, but we had to get up very early this morning, so we decided to call it quits. So we didn't really get to do the headlight bracket, but we did finish the bracket for the speedo, so that's awesome. That's on there. The speedo is on, connected, and works. So if I put it on, put the power on, it works. Beautiful. So right now the next step is to get going on the welding on that bracket, then paint it, put that on, mount the headlights, and also well, then we can really mount the rest of the stuff back on there and start calibrating. I think I'm going to do a magic trick. All right, how awesome is this? It's on there. So these are the little bushings we got, the lights. They seem to be pointing down a lot, but when you sit down on the bike, the spring in the back, it compresses more than it does in the front, so when you sit down it's actually straight. It looks so good. My God. It's awesome. What do you think?
I think there's 2 of them. I like it a lot. I think it really fits the
general aesthetics of the bike.
Alright, so now, as I said, we had a little...
Yeah, that's a great idea.
We need more! More!
More is always better.
More better.
So we had, as I said somewhere in the previous video, we had a little hiccup with the lights. So I think I told you back then, but just to reiterate, these are 6-volt lights. We wanted to build them, convert them to 12 volts, so we had to take the lights apart and all that. But the lamps in here, it's just the whole glass thing. It's like one piece that's you can't really take it apart. So you either have it on 6 volts or you don't have the lights. So we need power converters for the lights, but those aren't coming until Monday, and I am leaving tomorrow, which is Sunday. That's not gonna work. So what we're probably gonna do is just leave these lights, tuck these wires behind somewhere. Obviously tuck these back there too, and then mount the old connection for the headlight, mount it somewhere on there so we can mount that LED light on it, like that somewhere. Just have to figure out a good way to mount it, preferably under But we'll see about that. So in the meantime, I will have lights. I just don't want to lose this again.
It used to be pretty, and it's pretty fucked up.
Alright, so we just put it all back together, moved it outside for you, and it looks fucking fantastic in the sun. It's ridiculous. Moved it outside especially for you, so you can see it. So yeah, here it is. So all we have to do now is calibrate the speedo. That's going to be fine. All we have to do is drive exactly 1 kilometer and press a button, and that's it. So that's fine. After that, we're going to polish it, and I think that's about it for the video. See you guys later. All right, we're going to calibrate the bike. I hope you can still see stuff with the lights over there, because I'm wondering if it's in your view. But we're gonna see it in post. All right, gotta press set and mode at the same time. 21, 22. This is our second try. Yeah. So we've been trying to calibrate that speedometer for a while now. It's not really working. We're thinking that it's reading out about half of the amount of kilometers an hour that I'm doing. So when we're driving 40, it's giving me 20. When driving 60, it's giving me 30. It's really weird. Can't figure it out. That was it for this video. Figuring that out is going to be something for another video. So stay tuned for that one. In the meantime, I'm standing here in front of a really pretty engine. I promised you guys that I would tell you about this project that we've got coming up. This is a Harley Davidson Ironhead from the 70s. We're not exactly sure what the year is or what bike it's been in, but we have a frame, we have an engine, we have that pretty blue gas tank that's in the garage. So this is a project for after for when the Suzuki Savage chopper is done. Now we haven't even started properly on that, but don't blame us for that. We have an idea of what it's going to look like. Hopefully something like that. That's our idea. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps us out. Share the video if you want someone to see it. Hit that notification bell. It really helps us out. It helps you out to find our content. We got more videos coming up. As you know, a bunch of exciting projects. So stay tuned for all of that, and see you guys in the next one.